Hello, I am your TOEFL instructor, and today we are going to master the Build a Sentence task. This exercise is fantastic for improving your grammatical precision and logical flow. We will start by carefully analyzing a context sentence to determine what information should follow, and then we will step-by-step arrange scrambled words to construct a high-scoring response. Let's dive in and sharpen those writing skills. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to subscribe to my TOEFL for more expert strategies to boost your score. Let's keep working together towards your academic goals. Ancient Greeks held the first Olympic Games in Olympia. This context sentence introduces us to the historical origins of the first Olympic Games in Greece. Based on this information, we should expect the next sentence to describe specific details about the nature of the competition or what the participants received. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. Let's build this sentence word by word on our whiteboard. First, we identify the subject, so we drag athletes. Next, we need the action they took, so we place the verb competed. Then, we add the preposition in to show the area of competition. Port nesters, we follow this with the adjective various. Then, we add the adjective sporting. Next, we place the noun events. After that, we need the preposition for to indicate the goal. Then, we add the adjective olive. Finally, we finish the sentence with the noun wreaths. The Zambezi River flows through several countries in Africa. The context here focuses on the geographical path of the Zambezi River across Africa. It is logical to expect the following sentence to provide more specific details about a famous landmark or feature that this river passes through. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. To solve this puzzle, we start with the demonstrative adjective, so first we drag this. Then we add the noun river to complete the subject. Next, we need the verb to describe the movement, so we place flows. We follow this with the preposition over. Then, we add the definite article, the. Next, we place the adjective massive. Then, we drag the proper name, Victoria, followed by the noun falls. Finally, we add the noun waterfall. Final exam week begins during the second week of May. The context mentions the beginning of final exam week, which is a significant time in a student's schedule. Logically, the next sentence will describe the typical habits or locations where students spend their time during this busy period. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. Let's assemble this sentence step by step. First, we identify our subject, so we drag students. Next, we need the verb to show their activity, so we place study. Then, we add the quantifier many, followed by the noun hours. Next, we use the preposition in to indicate the location. Then, we add the article the. Next, we place the adjective quiet. Then we add the noun campus. Finally, we place the noun library. Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. This context introduces the historical signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. We can expect the following sentence to explain the profound impact or the specific outcome that this legal document had on society. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. We will build this historic sentence one word at a time. First, we drag the demonstrative this. Next, we place the adjective historic. Then, we add the noun document to finish the subject. After that, we need the verb, so we drag ended. Next, we place the object slavery. Then, we use the preposition in, followed by the definite article the. Next, we place the adjective united. Finally, we add the noun states. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean on Earth. The context provides a fact about the Pacific Ocean and its status as the world's largest. It is highly likely that the next sentence will offer a specific statistic or detail to illustrate just how much of the Earth it occupies. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. Let's construct the sentence word by word. First, we drag the pronoun it to refer to the ocean. Next, we need the verb, so we place covers. Then, we add the comparative more, followed by the conjunction then. Next, we place the number 1. Then, we add the fraction third. After that, we use the preposition of. Then, we add the article the. Finally, we place the noun planet. First year, students usually live in campus dormitory buildings. This context sentence describes the typical housing for first-year students on a university campus. Based on this, we should expect the next sentence to mention the people who support these students in their residential life. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. Let's move the words into place one by one. First, we drag the adjective residential. Next, we place the noun advisors. Then, we need the main verb, so we drag help. We follow this with the object pronoun them. Next, we add the infinitive verb adjust. Then we use the preposition to, followed by the possessive adjective there. Next, we place the adjective new. Finally, we add the noun life. James Watt improved the design of the steam engine. The context focuses on James Watt's improvement of the steam engine. It is logical to expect the subsequent sentence to explain how this specific invention was utilized or how it impacted the industrial landscape. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. We will assemble the sentence carefully, word by word. First, we drag the possessive his. Next, we place the noun invention. Then, we need the verb, so we drag powered. We follow this with the quantifier many. Next, we add the noun factories. Then, we use the preposition during, followed by the definite article the. Next, we place the adjective 19th. Finally, we add the noun century. Mount Kilimanjaro is a dormant volcano in Tanzania. And Priest turns as an. This sentence introduces Mount Kilimanjaro as a dormant volcano in Tanzania. Given this geographical context, the following sentence will likely describe the activity of people who visit the mountain and their physical journey to the top. Now, let's arrange our scrambled words to form the correct sentence. Let's build this final sentence one word at a time. First, we drag the quantifier many. Next, we place the subject hikers. Then, we need the verb, so we drag reach, followed by the article the. Next, we place the noun summit. Then, we use the preposition without. Next, we add the gerund using. Then, we place the adjective special. Finally, we add the noun equipment. To excel in the build a sentence task, always start by identifying the main subject and its corresponding verb to form the core of the sentence. Once the primary action is established, place adjectives before nouns and prepositions before their objects to add necessary detail. Finally, double-check that your completed sentence flows logically from the context provided to ensure maximum coherence.